Hi everyone, Big Pauly back for a brand new video. Yes, and can you guess what it is? It's got the word pound in it and bin. That's right, it's what flick, no it's not, it's what's in the Poundland bin. Oh yes, what can we pick out today, baby? Let's find out.
Poundland bin.
Hello, Poundland bin. How the devil are you? You're looking a bit festive. Oh, it's a little bit festive. Oh, let me just take you on a little festive treat. Oh, yes, look, we got some lovely tinsel all the way up here along the top. We've got some tinsel hanging over Star Wars. We've got some lovely illuminated lights down here. What else have we got? We've got Baby Yoda with a Christmas hat and whatever the hell that is. It's a reindeer, whatever it is. Anyway, let's go back to the Poundland bin and let's see what these little fingers are going to pick out today. Are you ready, folks? Right, what was it last time? Ghostbusters. Was it Ghostbusters 26? Oh, that seems so long ago. Anyway, here we go. Down the bottom. Should we try and pick something out that's still got its wrapping on? That doesn't feel very... Oh, that feels wrapped up. I can feel some plastic. I can feel some plastic. I feel plastic. I feel plastic. Wrap around my Blu-ray. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so it's light on its feet. So there's one disc, I think, no slipcover, and it's probably going to be upside down. So let's have a look, see what we've got. Oh, bleed now, upside down. Well, I haven't seen it. It stars everybody's favourite bottom shelf actor, Nicolas Cage. It won't be Poundland bin without a bit of Nicolas Cage. Humanity Bureau. I actually remember buying this on Blu-ray when it was about on DVD when it was about £7. Then I found it in Poundland for £2. It does look a bit futuristic on the back. Wow, okay. Okie dokie. So, yes, let's get its wrappings off and let's stick Nicolas Cage in the Blu-ray player. Here we are on the Humanity Bureau. Okie dokie. We do actually have some artwork, so that's pretty good. Nice clean disc. Oh, yes. Okie dokie. Open sesame. Oh, there's a bit of dust there. A bit of dust on the side. In you go, Mr. Cage. Could it be? Dun, dun, dun. Be more Yoda time. Okay, so where did we get up to? We are up to a bit of gin. So everybody likes a bit of gin. Rebellions are built on hope. Have faith that change is possible, especially in the penny arcade. Forget proton torpedoes. The greatest weapon against the Empire is hope that good will always prevail. Yet feeling that things will work out in times of great stress is difficult, especially if you feel you have to solve everything yourself after both your dad and your guerrilla warrior mentor abandon you to go and play with crystals. Take heart in your friends and know you're not in this alone. Then reinforce your hope with action. Yes. Don't worry, Jin. I'll be with you. Cassian said I had to. Fantastic. Be more Yoda, be more Yoda next time. Okay, so disc is in playing. Better turn my Christmas lights off or I'll get blinded. Let's start the film. Huh? Stereo?
Meanwhile.
When I was a boy, I couldn't wait for summer vacation.
I've done the math, calibrated the...
Okay, so the Humanity Bureau. How can I best describe this film? This is an anti-Trump dystopian road movie. Yes. Set in 2030. Basically what's happened in the future, there's been war and famine and it's ravaged America. The environment has gone to kaput. And there's this organisation called the Humanity Bureau who are kind of like a police state. They send out all these agents. They decide who is eligible to continue living in this America. And if they don't think they are eligible, you know, if they can't support family, they don't have food, they don't have job, anything like that, then they send them to New Eden, which is supposed to be kind of like an Eden where they can send all these people for a new life with new housing and jobs and a better life, stuff like that. Nicolas Cage plays one of the Humanity Bureau agents. Nicolas Cage's character gets sent to this apartment block where he goes to interview this old geezer, who's, you know, can barely survive himself, hasn't got the food to eat, and just living in squalor. And it turns out that this old bloke used to be a US governor, and there's a picture of him with Trump, and he even says that he had dinner at the White House. So the way that this film has been set up is kind of like what would happen if Trump stayed in for many more years to come, how the world would collapse, how America would collapse. It really is an anti-Trump movie. I had no idea. But yes, it's sending that signal. This is what happens if Trump remains in power. So thankfully, this is not going to become reality now. Cage is also sent to this farmhouse where this woman lives with her son to assess them, to see if they're worth leaving alone or if they have to send them off to New Eden. He becomes involved with the mother and the son. There is a backstory. It becomes clear towards the end of the film. There are secrets that have been hidden. There's realizations and things that you weren't aware of. So he decides to take the woman and the son, go to north of the border to escape to Canada. So he turns his back on the Humanity Bureau and it becomes a road movie, a bit like The Fugitive. There's also this chap here who's also an agent in the Humanity Bureau, and he's hot on the trail of them to try and bring them back. As they outwit each other, more secrets are revealed. So far as a dystopian movie, it doesn't really look like a dystopian movie. It kind of just looks like they're out in Montana somewhere, or I don't know, South Dakota or somewhere. But you don't really get to see all these like ruined cities and things like that. So it's a bit of a misleading cover on here. The truth also gets out about New Eden and exactly what it is. That, you know, the population has been misled, and there's a deep, dark secret that unfortunately, when these people think they're going to New Eden, they are actually not. And it has echoes of the Nazi occupation with the Jews, knowing what happened to a lot of the Jews. So yeah, it's okay.
I wouldn't say it's a terrible Nicolas Cage film. It's one of the more acceptable ones, one of the more acceptable low budget ones. It did actually entertain me through the film. I actually didn't get bored. Nicolas Cage puts in an okay performance. There's nothing really special about his performance. And the woman was just okay. So there's no standout acting moments in the film. I don't know what it is. There didn't seem to be any enthusiasm coming from Nicolas Cage in this film. But it was an okay film. Okay being on the lower end. But it's one of the better £7 bottom shelf DVD Nicolas Cage movies. In this case, this was only £2 for a Blu-ray, so you know it's not going to be one of the best films. It did keep me moderately entertained. It was only an hour and a half, so not too long. There are extras and behind the scenes features on here. The picture quality is actually really good, really crisp and clean, showing you this outside Montana locations, out in like cabins and tree lines in Canada. Also, that's the thing with Canada. There was actually a nuclear meltdown and most of Canada's gone. It's deserted. It's supposed to be left in ruins, but we really don't get to see much of Canada anyway. The sound kind of threw me at the beginning, because when I put the disc in, it came up stereo on the receiver, and I checked the settings, and it was only coming out of the two front speakers. It was only showing the two front speakers. So I actually had to go through the player settings by way of the remote to actually change the audio setting so that I could get a 5.1 surround. So there was actually no option on the menu of the movie to select the audio. It was just play, I think, behind the scenes and scenes. That was it. No, subtitles. No option, no audio option on the screen, on the menu. So I physically had to go into the menu of the Blu-ray player to change the audio, which I've never had to do that before. So I think somebody cocked up when they were doing that on the movie. But this is actually a 101 release as well, which kind of surprised me. A 101 film release. So as a dystopian anti-Trump road movie, it was just okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would I rate it? I'd give it 5. Nicolas Cage is not looking like he's having much fun, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, I'll give it 5 out of 10. If I hadn't stuck with the movie, I probably would have given it a lower rating. It's not one of those films you're going to be sitting there one night and you're going to go, oh, I fancy watching the Humanity Bureau tonight. It's not going to happen. No. So let's find out what we're going to do with it. Is it going to go up on the shelf, or is it going to go in the recycling bin? Well, yes, that is another one done. Another Nicolas Cage movie. So what am I going to do with it? Is it going up on the shelf? No, it's not. Not on this occasion. As I said, it's an okay Nicolas Cage film. It's an okay film. It's not anything to get excited about. And really, it's a one-time watch. It's the kind of film, if one night you had nothing to watch and you were scouring through Netflix or Amazon and you found it and you just, played it, and it wouldn't really matter if you fell asleep. It's just an okay Nicolas Cage movie. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of What's in the Poundland Bin. We shall do it again next time. You never know, we might find some John Travolta next time. Yes, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like it by giving it some thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Comment down below Have you seen The Humanity Bureau? Have you seen any latest Nicolas Cage straight to DVD movies? And what's your favourite Nicolas Cage movie of all time? And until the next video, bye!